I just making sure that sound is good, making sure you're good. So it's
Yes, I'm good.
fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Awesome. That's
So people
wonderful.
want to know, how should I call you? I know you're called Rose. How do you want me to call you?
So my friends call me Rose. And you can call me Rosalie, Rose, whatever. Which
Okay.
one
Which one are
you
you?
like best?
Okay. All right. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure people know you by your brand name. So
Yes. Also, people do know me also by my brand name, which is Akos.
okay.
Um, so yeah, and that's also my home name too.
Oh,
So
okay. And I'll call you a coach then,
yes.
since
Okay.
with your coach. I don't want to make you look too
Okay.
English. But yeah.
Okay. Got you. Got you.
Yeah. But
Got
yeah, so again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time.
you. Of
Uh,
course.
the reason why I'm having this, as I said to the people, is because it's good to hear from the entrepreneur's mouth. In as much as people have their own businesses and have their own stuff going on, you don't really know how they got to where they got to. Um, so it's good to hear their story, and at least some people would get something out of it. So um, that's why I invited you. I'm inviting, and you're my first guest, so I really appreciate your time. It's an honor to sit down and have a conversation with you. And for those coming to, it's an honor as well. So I want to know, tell us the story of how Akos.Place became a place. Like, give us a background story as to how Akos.Place became Akos.Place.
Okay. So, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me onto your podcast. I really appreciate this. And I hope your podcast expands to more visitors.
Amen.
God bless you. So how did Akos Place come about? So I just had a dream. I don't even know how to start, but yeah, I had a dream. And then in that dream, God revealed to me like business. And then I was like, okay. So I woke up after that dream and I was like, okay, God is telling me something and he's telling me to, start a business or something. So I'm going to take this serious and go ahead and have faith that he's given me this. So then, you know, it's going to flourish and prosper. So that day I woke up, I went to work, and then I was sitting in my office and I was like, okay, God, I took it very serious. Like I didn't like sit back like or wait a couple days, a couple months. I took it very serious and got to my office and I was like, okay, God, you've given me this dream. So like give me my heart, like put something on my heart that you would like for me to do. So what happened was I was like, okay, I was thinking, I was like, what do I want to do? And I was like, I want to do something for Christ. Like, I want to bring something into the community that's for God, that represents God, that eventually would probably draw people closer to God because of it. So the idea of modesty came to mind. Um, I used to go shopping or like during COVID, I would do some shopping and like just be shopping and like the clothing would be just too short for me. So like I was just like it's either too short or too tight and like um I wanted clothes that when I go to church it would be like good and decent. And this my favorite stores wouldn't have what I was looking for. So then I was just like and then around that time too, I was getting very closer to God. So I was just like, I want to represent God in the right way. So like as a woman, how should I dress? How should I be? And I was just desiring modesty, right? So then the idea of modesty came to mind and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start a clothing brand for my community for women who like fashion because I love to dress. So I was like, I want to be able because like modesty is usually known for like dull and boring and like not very like out there and like fashionable. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create a brand where people will be able to still be modest and still be able to rock their fashion. And that's how it all came about.
And how long has it been since you've done this?
Um, I s- yeah, I launched it in October. So it's been a couple months. It's still a baby. It's not a year yet. So
So you had a dream when? Do you
Oh,
remember?
can't. I had the dream like the year before. Was it a year?
Was launched?
No, 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 no. That's not true. What happened was around that time before I launched, I think it was at the end of 2020 or what are we in? 2021. Yeah, at the end of 2021. Then everything started planning out. That's when I had the dream around 2021. Then I started planning out everything 2020. So wait, what year are we in? 23?
2023.
Yeah. So it happened around that.
Yeah,
Can't quite
sometime.
remember.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And when that dream came right, who did you tell?
I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell.
Yourself.
I kept it between me and God, right? So then I kept it between me and God. I was in the works of preparing myself, and I was like, then after that, I was like, Mom, I had a dream, and this is what I want to do. And my sister too. And at first, they weren't really on board, but by the grace of God, they're very supportive right now. So yeah.
I was about to ask, so the question I have here is what inspired you to become an entrepreneur and what were some of the early challenges that you had?
So what inspired me to become, when I was younger, I was always like, I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to work for anybody. I want to be my own boss, right? I kept saying that, like, I was saying stuff like that, but like, I thought I was going to go to school, finish school, pursue school, get a degree, and then, go to college. But I feel like God had other plans. I feel like everything that I do in my life, it's not my will, it's God's will, and He's ordering my steps. There's so many things like the route that people go is through maybe college or something like that, but I don't think that was what God purposed for me. So I feel like what I said manifested when I was younger to now. Wasn't really into entrepreneurship. I wasn't really focused on that, I would say, but I think this is God's plan. So yeah.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure that in your industry, which is clothing and fashion,
Hmm.
it's quite competitive and it's so saturated. So how do you stand out? I mean, of course, there's a good factor which makes you different from other people, but how do you stand out from likes of H&M, likes of Balenciaga, likes of, other people
I
that are also in that fashion realm? How do you stand out?
So right now, that's definitely a challenge, um, because a lot of where I get my stuff from, um, Fashion Nova might have, but the only reason why it would stand out is the selection that I may have is more targeted towards modesty, right? So Fashion Nova might have more so of cut up clothing, right? But Akos.Place selection will be more so of a stylish where you see modesty in it, right? So I feel like that's probably how Akos.Place will stand out, right?
So, I mean, modesty to someone is like I'm dressing overall, like covering my every part of my body. I'm not showing skin. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it, is it only for like? I mean, no. Okay, Muslims when they put on outfits, they try not to show skin. But
Yeah.
as a Christian, bring
Mm-hmm.
modesty. You want to show a bit of this, that, that. So how would you sell to these people like the certain stuff to a Muslim or a Christian or it doesn't matter which religion you are in, as long as it's modest to your eyes, it's modest to everyone.
Um, I feel like I feel like Akos.Place it should fit you, who you are, right? So if you're a Muslim and you come into Akos.Place and you probably see something and you say, this is not necessarily what I consider as modesty, by all means, you don't have to shop at Akos.Place, right? So I would just say, if they like it, go ahead. But by all means, if it's not something that it's like our store, like won't be for everybody, you know. So yeah, that's what I would say.
So what is the biggest lesson you've learned as an entrepreneur?
Whew, a lot. um, so I would say like being patient, being patient, not trying to give up, because there are some points where, I mean, I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs will say not giving up, because there's a lot of like points where you hit like, you're just like, is this dream even real? Is this dream even meant to be? And then you just want to give up, but you have to train yourself to keep going so that you see the fruits that you first sown. So that's what I would say, I guess.
Have you hit rock bottom before? And even though
I
you
mean,
even though
through
this baby is
from it's
have you
still a
been hit
baby,
rock
but
bottom?
from the beginning, yes. There was points where I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, I would start putting things together and it wouldn't be working out, and I was just like, maybe I should just stop. But something keeps me going.
What is that?
The thing that keeps me going, I feel like, is God. It's the faith. It's the faith, and I think, yeah, it's the faith that keeps me driving, because I want to see what God said or showed me. I want to see that come, and have people know that to trust in God and have faith. So that's what's keeping me going. So yeah.
So I'm gonna dive a little bit. Let's say you didn't have God, the God factor in your life. How would
Mm-hmm.
you still be able to do what you're doing now?
No.
So that means God plays a major role as part of
Yes.
what you're doing now.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't like, without, like, even in my life, without God, I feel like my mind would be crazy. I feel like I should be strongly depressed right now. But it is God that keeps pushing me. And if I didn't have God, I don't think I would still be here, or with the business. I don't think I would still be pursuing this. Yeah.
So how do you identify opportunities for your business? Like right now, like Akos.Place, since it's still a baby, how do you identify opportunities to be able to showcase your clothing to people, and how has it been so far? Like, do you get the chance to go to events and showcase your things, or how has it been?
So I haven't been to events to showcase my things yet. You know, in this business, sometimes you can be insecure about your art, or be insecure about like what you're doing, right? So like, one thing I would say that I'm insecure about with Akos.Place is like, I want Akos.Place to be different from other brands, but seeing Fashion Nova having my stuff, that kind of makes me insecure. It's like, if Fashion Nova has it, then why should I get it from you? And I'm starting small, right? So yeah, I haven't really done the whole going out yet, but I really want to do that. But right now, my main thing that I'm doing is mouth to mouth talking about it, social media, marketing it. And I have a great group of supportive friends who definitely go out and share it out for me. So I would say that's how, I think, did I answer the question?
Yeah, you did
Okay.
absolutely. I mean, of course, there's no like
Any right or wrong?
a serious any
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to make sure I am.
yeah. So again, I think networking is a major part of making sure your business is being
Mm-hmm.
sold around and told to people. So how are you networking, or I mean, as you mentioned, mouth to mouth, but is there any other means
So
to
the
network?
networking part I'm lacking. But I have a friend here. I think he's on. I don't know if he's on right now, but he also has a fashion company, and we both work together to spread out our businesses. But I'm lacking with the networking part, so I need to do better on that part. Just probably do more research on how to better network with others. But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give the viewers two like questions to ask you. So if you guys are willing to ask questions, feel free. In the meantime, guys, you're welcome to Kojo on the Pod. If you haven't followed me on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Threads, everything, is Kojo on the Pod.
Yeah, he's
And this is just what it is. So feel free. And also, I just had my monthly subscription on Spotify. So for you to support $2.99 a month, there's no compulsory. Feel free. If you want to support me, support me to 99 months. Appreciate it. It's just the little things that motivate me and keep me going. So I really appreciate it so much. And thank you for everyone who showed up. Thank you, even if you're 5, 6. Thank you for every single person that showed up. I really appreciate presence. I don't take presence for granted because they could have been somewhere else, and they chose to be here to listen to us. So I appreciate every single one that showed up. So I'm going to shout people's names out. So let me see who's here, who's not here. So Effie, Ikia, Onfair, Dex, Justin,
Herbert.
Okay,
Herbert.
Fashion.
Yeah, that's the friend I was telling you about.
Oh, that's a guy. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
think I've met him before.
Yeah. So he.
Sandra, Craig, Harris, Bash, you, Stacy, Rose, Bridget. Who else am I missing? Dex, Jonathan, Adeshia, Papano, Jeffrey, Coach Joe. Thank you guys. I really appreciate every single person. Thank you. So, no more questions. One more, and then we'll call it quit. Can you talk about a time when you had to make a tough decision as an entrepreneur?
Yes.
No compromise, like a tough decision you had to make as an entrepreneur.
I feel like I haven't gotten there yet. I feel like it's coming there. It's coming though.
Okay.
It's like at the verge of like.
Do you think when you get there, you'll be able to make a decision and say, you know what, this is it? Stump your feet and say, I'm taking this decision. No one should tell me nothing. I'm doing this. Or you think you would compromise to something?
No, I don't. I don't like to compromise.
Really?
If I feel like I'm somebody who says if this is the way, this is the way.
Okay.
So if it comes to that decision, if I thought it, I had deep thought, then
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That sums up our conversation. Thank you.
Hey, this was good.
I know, right?
Thank you so much.
I told you it wouldn't take an hour. It'd take 30 minutes. Though I have so many questions to ask, but I don't want to.
I mean, if you have more questions, you can go ahead. If you do, but if you,
I'll just hold on to the next one. Maybe I might get another guest to take up that question.
Of course.
And, again, to those who just joined, this is Coach on the Pod, a podcast on life and relationships. And we just had a new series called Entrepreneur Talks, and we are here with our very own Akos. We just call it Rose. She has a clothing line. Can you, before you go, can you show us a few of your clothing line? Just a few. If you don't have it too, then we can understand.
I have it, but I don't have the option to share it.
But you don't have the actual. You don't have the actual.
Oh, you wanted me to show it physically?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can.
I wasn't prepared for that.
That's fine.
So fine. But everybody can just go to our Instagram page and website, Akos.Place, and then go ahead and check everything out.
Yeah. So you guys go check it out. Make sure you patronize. Make sure you buy it.
Yes.
One thing I want to ask, right, as an entrepreneur, how many of your people are supporting your business? How many people in your circle are supporting, really supporting your business?
A lot. Supporting as in purchasing.
Purchasing and putting it on social media.
Okay. I want to say
Be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest. Yes.
I want to say about 10%.
10%? Wow. Are they at least posting you on social media? Is it a form of support? They're posting you?
Yeah, definitely. I do.
But they're not buying the product? Is it because they don't like it or they don't have the money for it?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I think my prices were, when I started, the prices were a little too high. So I did drop the prices. So I'm just waiting. We do have a new collection coming on soon. So hopefully that one will get more people.
Oh, and I forgot to ask, Is it for both men and women, or just for women for now?
So for now I'm doing women. It's very hard for the men for
Why?
some reason.
They're
I don't
simple. They're
know.
simple
You guys are
places.
simple,
They're
but the stuff
simple.
that I'm looking for, they don't have it. So,
Wow.
but I got you guys.
If it comes, let me know, and I'll be
Yes,
the
of course.
first to patronize it. So
Yes, of course.
again, guys, go check Akos.Place, Akos.Place, and
Mhm.
make sure you follow, subscribe. You know, I don't know what it is. Do you have a YouTube channel that you showcase?
Um,
No, yet.
I do have a YouTube channel, but there's nothing on there yet.
Okay,
So
it's
yeah,
under construction.
yes,
Hopefully, we'll be able to see more of Rosaline or more of Akos.Place.
yes.
And yeah, that's sums this conversation. So, guys, I
Awesome.
would upload this to my Apple, Spotify. Also, upload this on my YouTube, my TikTok as well. Kojo on the pod. Feel free to subscribe, follow me, and I'll follow you back. And yeah, that's
All
about it.
right.
So, thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Kwejo.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you.
Bless you as well. So, enjoy.